Hello, friends. Good morning to all of you. Welcome to the second episode of What a Wonderful Life. So, we are here today to discuss very few essential issues, or as I call them, the vitals, which are very important to lead a healthy, prosperous, and happy life. Well, in the first episode, I just introduced myself. I'll give that introduction again. I'm Shankar Das, and I'm in a profession wherein discipline forms the most important part. But in this channel is just not about me or my professional journey, and neither I'm going to discuss the details of my profession. But what I'm going to discuss is the small skills, small learning, small habits which I have developed over the time to lead a very healthy and a very happy life. So, last episode, what we discussed about was how are we going to live a balanced life, have a balanced work life approach? How are we going to kill the self doubts, which at times I think surrounds each one of us? I'm married, 40 years of age, I have a son. So, as a parent, also, it is so important that we don't have this self doubt because our children are nothing but mirror images of what we are. What they see in the house happening, what they see around happening, is what uh, they imbibe from us. And as cliche as it can be, I'm actually taking this second episode inside my child's study room because I think learning should never stop. If you are ready to learn, you are ready to change yourself, you will always stay young. You will always stay motivated. You will always stay ahead of all your problems, all your challenges in life. So, without wasting much more time, I would like to bring your notice to the three most important vitals of your everyday life. So, what are these vitals? Let me put on my thinking glasses and let me now show you the vitals. The first vital, if you can see what I have written, is routine. The second vital is discipline. And the third vital is self control. So, when I say routine, there's a very good saying which I heard a couple of years back while going through a self motivation book. I'm sure you all have heard about it, The Power of Positive Thinking. And it had this beautiful line that the routine of your life should revolve around you and not you who should be revolving around your routine. I'll explain it. So let's say you are working in a 9 to 5 job, or you are having your own business, or you are a government employee, or you are an entrepreneur running your own small flagship business. There, of course, has to be a time when you start working, and there has to be a time when you take a break. There has to be a time when you again go back to your work and then call it a day by the evening. There has to be a time when you wake up. There has to be a time when you drink your first cup of tea. There has to be a time when you have your breakfast. There has to be a time when you should be going off to sleep in the evening after your work. This is generally divided into 24 hours, right? So, beginning from the morning till the evening, you can divide your day into majorly four parts. I would say routine can be divided into majorly four parts. So, I would say your morning routine. So, let's call it M. Your working routine, when you get up ready and go to your office and start the work. So, let's call it W. Your break routine, somewhere in between the afternoon when you take a break, or maybe you're working in an office where you're just taking a break, so let's call it B. And most important, your last routine of the day, that is your evening routine before you go off to sleep. We will cut out those 6 to 8 hours in today's busy life, which generally people you know get time in the evening, post evening, your free time. So we'll not touch that. First of all, let's come on to these four most important shifts of your day. So last episode, in fact, it's the first episode, we discussed about the morning routine wherein you should spend time with yourself. some time with yourself in the morning, meditation, exercise, having a cup of tea with yourself, thinking about your day, thinking about what you want to plan your day with. Now, here is a question which everyone always asks me, and I'm sure you all have also asked yourself. Beginning of the day, uh, how can somebody, if he's having a monotonous routine of going every day by his car to office, going into the traffic, and then after crossing over the traffic, reaching his desk, in such a monotonous day and a monotonous routine of everyday life, what is there to plan in the morning? So let me tell you what is there to plan. Let's say today is just like any other normal day. It's a Sunday today, and tomorrow is going to be a Monday. But this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, these have been defined by a system. These 24 hours has been defined by mankind since ages. The difference happens when you decide how you're going to spend this day as the last day of your life. What if today is the last day of your life? You know what you will do? Maybe you'll get up in the morning and give a call to one of your favorite cousins whom you have not spoken for ages. And maybe he will tell you something new. Maybe you will give a call to your mother whom you have not spoken for past 2 weeks. Maybe you will remember an old friend, give him a call. So in the morning, you decide that in today's routine, I'll do these three, four things which will give me happiness. That is your day. That is the planning you do for yourself. You are working for only a portion of your life. If I put it into hours, an average human being through all his career works for nearly 30 years, and in those 30 years also he's working 5 days a week or 6 days a week. So when we take it out, literally, nearly, maybe 30 weeks in a year he's working. Let's talk about those rest 22 weeks which are gone into days and times of festivities or taking a break. Even in those 30 weeks we break it down into hours, you will realize he has given more time of his life to his professional life and not for self development. And later on in his life, there are times when he questions himself that I'm asking a leave because I'm not feeling well, and the organization or my bosses or my company is not granting me that leave, saying that so much of work is pending. We would not reach that particular stage of catching a disease or not being healthy if we follow this morning routine. So in the morning, just get up without having any thoughts in your mind. Just don't look at your phone. Keep it aside. Of course, there is a lot of uh, life learning skills and life learning channels which already tell you don't look at your phone. I know it's impossible. So look at your phone if you have to see the number of messages you've got. But that will disturb you. So first, maybe 30 minutes, just don't look at your phone. Get up, go out, spend time with yourself, have a cup of tea, make your own cup of tea. And sitting down on a paper, just write down that in today's routine, this is my work. And among this work, whenever I get a break, I'll do these three things. I'll give a call to someone whom I have not spoken in a long time. I'll read those 2 or 3 pages of the book I picked up last year and I left it, or last month and I left it. And three, I would learn something new. Coming on to this learning something new is something which I'm telling you personally irritates me at times. What should I learn? I'm a professional. I'm an engineer. So I'm working in the field. I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm already working in the field. Every day I use my mind to, you know, crease out certain problems. But I'm only using 20% of my brain. Trust me, this is a proven science. An average human adult uses just 20 to 25% of his brain, whereas a kid uses nearly 40 to 45% of his brain. If we start using 100%, we'll become a supercomputer. So that doesn't happen. But why a child uses more of his brain is because of his curiosity. And long back, we killed our curiosity. We stopped learning because we just know earning is more than important than learning. And this is where the problem is. Learning has got earning into it, but it is bigger than earning. It is learning. So when I say learn, do you know that your smartphone can do a number of things than just watching videos or just looking at Instagram or just looking at Facebook? Your phone has so many things to learn from, so many classes to learn from, so many YouTube channels to learn from. Learn about investment, learn about health, learn about creation of assets, learn about some new skill, learn about cooking. So you decide that in today's day, whenever I get a break, I'll watch this one particular video or I follow this one particular person who will give me some kind of a life skill. So that is where your morning routine starts. You decide into the day of, from starting from my work to my break to my evening, what are the three new things I'll do today, and give a call to somebody. So as we have spoken, we will to somebody, give a call to somebody, and then of course maybe watch my favorite channel for some time in that break, and maybe do learn a new skill. So that is what your morning thing you have decided. Fine. Coming to your routine. So as I said, you should not revolve around your routine. Your routine should revolve around you. So you already know that you have a 9 to 5 job, you have to go at 9. So that 9 to 5 is fixed, but nobody is asking you what you're doing from 6 to 9. Go for a run, go for a walk, work out, meditate, and after that 5 o'clock also it is your time. Read a book, read a book with your child. You will learn so much. I learn so much from when I sit and read my kids' third standard books, because there's so much of information nowadays that their third standard books are as good as our sixth or seventh standard books. Read with him, spend time. You know, I really like reading about automobiles, so I generally subscribe to Autocar India or some magazine like that. So do this. So we have already spoken about the first thing, that is the routine, the morning routine, wherein you work out, do something, spend time with yourself. Next, coming to the working routine, that is your working routine. Let's talk about the working routine. When you go to your workplace, there must be a desk, there must be a computer, there must be a number of files kept. Make that area decluttered. If you don't make that area decluttered, you will never have a clear thinking. Never keep your tasks pending. Yes, you can have a task which is divided into a number of days, a project which is going on. But until unless you have left the office and you have not finished the job for the day, that part of the project which is supposed to be done that day, and for the next day, you have just kept the part which was balanced. Never procrastinate, never delay your work, because the moment you reach your work desk and if there is a lot of backlog, your day is gone, because you will be thinking about, oh my god, I've got so much time to, so much work to do, and so less of a time that I'm not going to take a break today, and maybe in tea break also I'll keep working. So that is where you declutter your workplace after the morning routine. When you reach and you decide that these are the three tasks today in my workplace which I'll do. And what is these one, two, three which I've marked? They are the priorities. Priority one tasks are the tasks you have to finish today, give it to your boss. Priority two tasks are the tasks which you have to finish by the weekend and give it to your boss. Priority three are which will be done by the month end. If we prioritize this, our teams works better, our management goes well. Next, the break time. Now, this is the most interesting time, and I'm sure we all love our break times. During the office hours, when we get that break and we just go rush to the coffee machine, take a cup of coffee, maybe smoke, whatever, and spend some time gossiping. I have no problems with gossiping. Trust me, it's a very good thing for your mental health to gossip. Uh, I, it's a very family YouTube channel, so I don't want to use the word, but sometimes about that particular boss who's a dash, and that particular senior who's not good to you, you crib about it. Good, very nice. But that is not the time of the day to crib. The cribbing can still happen with your partner in the evening, sitting over a cup of drink. Oh, sorry, over a glass of drink or a cup of tea. But during that break, which you are getting with your uh, employees, with your co-workers, know more about what is happening in their life. Just ask them about how was his day yesterday, what he's planning to purchase new, what are his plans of purchasing a house, where are his investment things. Because people who work with you are the people who are closely connected to you as far as your workplace is concerned, your habits are concerned, and your work culture is concerned. Within this culture, if we learn to develop ourselves, if we learn to learn from our co-workers, we will realize a junior of us, of ours, who's maybe 2 years junior to us or 3 years junior to us in the same field, would be learning a new skill which would have helped us, a skill which he's learning now and we don't know of also, would have helped us. Maybe he's learning the new Excel format, maybe he's going through an online course, and maybe he can help us with that. Then we can also ask him which is the new car he's purchasing. Maybe he has done a better market survey than you if you are planning to purchase a new car. Maybe he has got his child admitted to a better school than you are planning. So, this break can be utilized to learn more about your environment, learn more about the people around you, rather than just wasting time. Please have a cup of coffee, and on the cup of coffee, discuss these. So, that would be a very, very enterprising, a very, very useful break for you. So, we have discussed the break also. Next, coming to your evening routine. Now, this is the most important part of the day. Trust me, people will tell you the morning and the work part is the most. This is the most important part. This is the time to de-stress, to take out all the negativity which you have received in the day during work, the anger which you have got because of the works getting delayed, the work pressure which is there in the office while you have come back. Evening paves the way for the next day. So in the evening, if you have not done things right, next day you're not ready for the world. This is something which I have learned in my career the most. I am involved in a career wherein I need to get up early in the morning. I need to do some kind of physical activity. I need to be very, very, I would say, upbeat, motivated for the day. So if I have a groggy evening, a groggy night, a evening which is not well spent or well invested into myself, my next day is gone. So in the evening routine, of course, what comes out more is again three things. In evening, once you're back from your office, your first priority is your first priority is your family. Your first priority. Trust me. The moment you're back, speak to your kid, speak to your wife, speak to your sibling, tell them about the day, declutter your mind. The second most important thing is you yourself. Maybe people who cannot work out in the morning, take time, walk out in the evening. Take a long walk, stroll, walk out in the evening. And spend time with yourself. After that, some time, come back. And the third most important part, have your own break system of unwinding. Maybe listening to music, have a glass of wine with your partner, have a light dinner, as we always say. I'm going to have a separate episode on eating habits later. Have a light dinner, and then prepare yourself to go to bed and think also about the next morning of how you want to get up, of what you want to do. So we have touched upon routine in four shifts of the day of morning, work culture, the break time, and evening. And we have also discussed the subdivision of the morning itself, spending time with yourself in parts. When you get up, spend time with yourself. We've also discussed about the workplace where wherein you have actually divided your work into three parts, prioritized your work, had got your work under control. In the break wherein you have gone, interacted with your co-workers and learned something new from them, even help them. Okay, you are stuck here, come to my desk, I have already done this project, and help them and develop a rapport, a good work culture in your place. Gone back, finished your work, and in the evening you are back. And again, three things: meeting your family, priority one; spending time telling them about your day. Priority two would be working out or giving something to your body which you have not given in the morning. If you have worked out in the morning, no need to work out in the evening again, but now your mind needs to be fed something. Feed it music, feed it books, feed it good thoughts. And last but not the least, again, unwinding with your partner after you have you know changed your clothes, relaxed in an environment, and also think about the day and then going off to sleep. So this routine, which is revolving around you, is more important than you running after your routine. When you revolve around your routine, you run after your routine. Oh God, I'm late for office. Oh God, I'm going to reach home. I'm going to be stuck in traffic. You have already decided your routine in the morning. Nothing is going to change it. Yes, there will be problems. There will be some kind of speed breakers. It's okay. If there are some issues, if you have overshot your time in your working, maybe one of the priorities of them that day can wait. But in among all these things, The time of spending on your body and with yourself, with your mind, will never take a break. Because the day it takes a break, your next day will be very groggy, will be very exhausted. You'll be very exhausted because you would have given out your energy and not gotten it back for the next day. So this is most important. So we have already discussed the routine in the 4 shifts of the day, and also we have discussed how you should go about it. Next point is discipline, which needs no elaboration. Trust me. The best thing I heard about discipline, and that is my favorite quote of all times: discipline forced upon you. I would, in fact, rather I would say, discipline cannot be enforced. But when discipline is forced upon you, it is a weakness. But a discipline from within is empowerment. If you are self disciplined, you can follow this routine. And with self discipline, the third most important thing which comes is self control. What have I written? Though it might look like something on, no, it's no, no, no. Self control starts with no. No, I can't be there. No, I can't have a late night party. No, I can't be drinking that much. Yes, I would do this on a weekend, but no, tomorrow I have a job. I have something to do. No, today I have to go to gym, so I cannot be late, uh, uh, waking up late, or staying up late. Or I am going to the gym, so I'll be late for the party. I'll still be there in the evening. The discipline cannot be enforced if you don't have any self control. If you have self control, which of course comes through a number of good habits which we develop, we will touch upon this in the next episode. But without self control, there is no discipline. It cannot be, you cannot empower yourself until as you learn to set boundaries for your body, for your mind. There are toxic people, there are toxic foods, there are toxic substances, there are toxic music, there is toxic environment. All these things you have to cut it out. You have to listen, speak, and think positive, and you have to cut out all the negativity which is coming to you through all these sources. And that is how even the manifestation works, which is again a different episode altogether. So we're going to end today's topic going back to the three most vital things in everyday life: routine, discipline, and self control. And routine we have discussed in details of 4 shifts of the day: your morning routine, your work routine, your break routine, and your evening routine. I'll see you in the next episode, and please, please, please do subscribe the channel and place in the comment box of what you feel I should be talking in the next episode. Till that time, stay happy, stay healthy, and more importantly, stay motivated.